All right, good morning. Welcome to today's vlog. It is 8:43 in the A of the N. Yes, it is. We are here at Homage. Yes. Where did my license land? The last location that I was at requires you to check in with your license. I took my license out of my wallet to check in, obviously, because I have to. And then when I was done checking in, I threw it back here on the bed. But I did not get up to put it away. And now, I don't know where it is. I mean, it's back here. I know that. I threw it back here. Unless somebody got in the truck while I was in the truck, it's back here. Okay, dirty sock. If I threw it into my wallet, that's gonna be crazy. No, I didn't. Bro, that's actually not funny. That's actually really not funny. Where are you hiding? Okay, before I tweak out too much, are you underneath the power inverter? Before I waste a bunch of time trying to find it in my purse and then panicking, let's make sure that it's not under the power inverter. Is it under the power inverter? Wow. Oh my God. That would have been a nightmare. If that had slipped under there any farther, I'd have never fucking found it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's pay more attention to where I'm throwing my license after checking into facilities. Let's make sure that either A, I put it away properly, or B, when I throw it back here, don't just offhandedly toss it back here and expect it to land on the bed. No, let's make sure that it actually does land on the bed, because I don't think it landed on the bed. Not at all. So a couple things need to be done today. On the list of things to do, I need to pack my shit, obviously, which is what I'm doing right now. But there's, turn the inverter off. Other shit that needs to be packed, okay? So, we're gonna grab this bag, my Vegas bag. And if you guessed that I bought this in Vegas, you'd be wrong. It was at a truck stop on the border of Nevada and California. I don't even know why I bought it. I don't even know why I was probably at that truck stop why would I stop at that truck stop for a 10-hour break? Because whatever loads that I was getting, I was picking up in Vegas and I was taking it to SoCal, delivering somewhere in SoCal, either staying there until another load later on or getting back to Barstow and parking in Barstow. So why would I have been parked on the border of California and Nevada for a 10-hour break? So why did I just randomly go in and go to the bathroom? Because that makes sense. But why did I just randomly, you know what, this Las Vegas bag, mine now. Apparently that's what I did. That's what I was feeling. That's how it felt. That's the situation. What's the situation? I have quite a bit of things to do today. On the list of the things that need to be done, we need to pack the truck to a certain extent. Not a massive extent, but to a certain extent. I will not be sleeping in this truck. Not anymore. Not anymore. So, there are things in this truck that do not need to be in this truck any longer. Now, I'm not going to super worry about it right now and try and get every little tiny thing out of the truck that doesn't need to be in here. I was about to say, I could have sworn there was a damn Mountain Dew in there. There was. It's right here. I'm not going to try and get every little itty bitty teeny tiny thing out of this truck. I don't, no. We're going to be slowly removing things from the truck day after week, after whatever. I am literally in no hurry at all whatsoever to get absolutely everything out of this truck. It doesn't need to happen that way. The vast majority of the things in this truck are things that I need for the truck while I'm sleeping in it. But since I'm no longer sleeping in the truck and they are not immediately moving me to a sleeper, or to a day cab, sorry, there is literally no reason for me to try and get everything out of the truck right here, right now. It's just not needed. It really is not. So, what we are going to do is take some things out of the truck that need to be taken out of the truck. I was going to ask where my phone was. Well, here's phone one that I took off the bed that I need to put in my purse. And then after I picked this up, I was like, where are my phones? Looked up there because my phone's still charging. And I was like, good, that's still charging. And then I was like, where's my third phone? It's up here recording. What needs to be done now, yes, what needs to be done now is that there are things that need to be brought home now. There are things that do not need to be brought home now. Underwear and socks in the bag. Shorts and tops in the duffel bag. This in the bag. Everything in here will kindly go in the bag. Now, what I would say is, with all the shirts and everything out of here, this will be a good place to throw my dirty clothes. Instead of at the foot of my bed, I could throw them in there. But I'm not going to have dirty clothes in the truck anymore because I'm going home every night. Everything's in the bag. Yes, it is. All right, with that sneeze over, there's a couple other things that need to be done here, okay? Since I am no longer living in the truck and I will be home every night, there is no need for my glorious little Wi-Fi router. I absolutely love this little dude. If you are a over-the-road truck driver and you need truck Wi-Fi, I highly recommend getting T-Mobile. Not hashtag not ad, not sponsor, none of that shit. It's just what I use. I've been using it for years. I continue to use it because it's good. Now, my phone, my cell phone, now all of those are through Verizon because they have better service. My experience is that they have better service because, well, I go a lot of random places where most places don't have service. So there's that. However, when I tried to use Verizon's little internet thing, it didn't exactly work for me. And the reason that it did not work for me is that because, for whatever reason, which the reason I'm wording it like this is because the employee at Verizon was confused about this too. My particular device was locked because I was not at the address. The device was not at the address that I listed. Now, I told them what I was using it for before I got it. They said, yes, that'll 100% work. And I said, okay, if you say so. So I tried it. I used it for a month or two, or 3, or however long. It worked really well. It worked amazingly. I did not have any issues with it. However, after a month or 2, or however long it was, I got a text message saying that if I don't take the device back to the address on file, my speeds will be shut down to extremely slow. Like, I'm talking AOL slow. So I was like, I'm gonna call bullshit on that just for the time being, and we'll see if it actually does slow my speeds down. It did. It actually did slow my speeds down to the point that they were unusable, and I was like, all right, fine. At least I think I did. I don't remember. I know I talked about this most likely at some point. Wait, this was before I started vlogging. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I know I talked about this, but no, I didn't, because this was at the this was 3 companies ago, and I was not vlogging 3 companies ago. I was actually completely over the road at the time. The device has to be at specific address was not gonna happen. So after the speeds got slowed down, 'twas unfortunate, and obviously I left because of that. At least the truck Wi-Fi. I got rid of the truck Wi-Fi because of that, because it was useless at that point, and switched back to T-Mobile for wireless hotspot, which I did have back in, let's say, 2020 or so, because at the time Verizon did not have home Wi-Fi yet. I wasn't really able to use home Wi-Fi, so I automatically went to T-Mobile anyways. T-Mobile worked beauteously. The reason I didn't go immediately back to it as soon as I went over the road is because I was already with Verizon. So I thought, you know what, they got it now, they're suggesting it, they're asking me to use it, I'll go ahead and use it. I used it until there was a problem. I informed them of said problem when I canceled the service. They apologized, and they were like, that shouldn't have happened, but it did. They're like, sorry, there's not really anything we could do about it. They just did that on their side, and we can't make them stop. So that was unfortunate. So I got rid of that. Went back to good old T-Mobile for my home internet in the truck. My truck internet, which has worked. I mean, I love it. Like, yeah, there's places where I don't have service. Wherever I'm usually parked, this has service. And even if it doesn't have service, my phones do. Yeah, it's just really nice to have this in the truck. I enjoy it. However, I no longer need to spend the money on it. I do not need internet in the truck when I am no longer staying and sleeping in the truck. So we're gonna return it. Now, as far as things that need to be done today, I need to put these 3 bags and this router in the car. I'm not gonna deal with anything else in the truck because I don't care at the moment. That can all be taken out in time. After we get everything in the car, we are going to go to the front of this particular location, fill the car up with about $10 of gas. That should be enough for the week. Then we are going to go to Home Depot. We are going to rent a carpet cleaner, and we are going to be using a carpet cleaner today for the first time ever. I've never used one. I don't even think I've touched one. Now, I possibly touched one, but I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna go there, we're gonna learn how to use a carpet cleaner, we're going to bring it home, and after renting said carpet cleaner, and then we're gonna use the carpet cleaner, because, well, we need to use the carpet cleaner on a couple specific spots where Zell pottied. And then, at some point, I need to go out and return this. I don't know when they open. And then I also need to return the, what is that called? Carpet cleaner. I also need to return said carpet cleaner today too. And when I'm out returning said carpet cleaner, I will most likely return this and go to PetSmart. There is an item that I've been looking for. It's a kitten harness for a little itty bitty teeny tiny kitten. I've been looking for it. I did not find it at Walmart. I feel bad taking Zell for a walk, but not taking him for a walk. I know it probably doesn't matter, but I'm like, well, Zell gets to go outside and experience outside, so why doesn't he get to go outside and experience outside? So, because I feel that it's unfair, I'm going to see if both of them want to walk. If he ain't about it, then he can stay in the house, but I'm gonna at least try. But I need to find out when these places open. So PetSmart opens in an hour. T-Mobile doesn't open for 3 hours. What we are going to do is we're going to put some music in my headphones, and we're going to put this stuff in the car, go to Home Depot, get what we need at Home Depot, go home, clean what needs to be clean, keep a couple spots on the carpet in the living room, as well as a couple spots on the steps. Then once we're done with that, we'll wait until at least, I'd say, 11:30. Then we'll leave the house and return everything, cancel this service, because it's no longer, I was gonna say unfortunately, because I don't particularly want to like get rid of them, but like at the same time, it's just not needed anymore. I just feel bad because they didn't do anything wrong, and I don't want to tell them, oh, I'm turning this, and then they're gonna be like, well, what's wrong? Well, nothing's wrong, I just don't need it anymore. Anyways, to return that and then see if we can get that kitten harness. Fuck is that place called? PetSmart. I almost said Home Depot. Let's go ahead and do all that, but make 100% sure car needs gas, because if the car does not get gas, it might not make it to Home Depot and back, because it's that low. Let's go ahead and get all this in the car and fill it up. All right, we're here at Home Depot, fitting to go into the tool rental door. I don't think I've ever actually gone into a tool rental door at Home Depot before, but we're going to now. Well, that's self-explanatory. Nice and simple and easy. He told me to go ahead and pull forward up to the door, and they'll put it in the car. So go ahead and do that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go ahead and hurry up and go home. If we're back within 4 hours, they're actually gonna charge me less. Yeah, let's go ahead and hurry up. We're home, but I've made a mess. Half of the mess is water being spilt. The other half of the mess is when he instructed me how to use this thing, he failed to inform me there was a drain valve, because he said everything went into the bucket, you grab the bucket, you dump the bucket out. So he failed to inform me that there was a drain valve, and the drain valve had literally just dumped a bunch on the floor, and now my butt is soaking wet. Like literally soaking wet. And it's not even, oh, I'm wet. No, I'm drenched with chemicals, cleaning chemicals, carpet cleaning chemicals. Now I have to change clothes, which I wasn't really planning on doing at all. I hear you. Come on. Come on. I know, how dare I close the door on you too. Come on. Good girl. Good boy. I closed the door to get changed. And he, standing at the door, meow, meow, meow. Cute little one. All right, I'm gonna try not to change the shoes, but we will be changing the shirt. Let's go ahead and change this. All right, new foot acquired, drain valve closed. Let's hope this isn't too loud. Probably will be, but shh, we can help. We can help. Yes we can. So getting that pile of hair out of the carpet from my bedroom and over in that corner. Allergies. Hi. Have you come to say hello? Zella, are you still in my bedroom? Yes, she is. Let's plug this in and get the cleaning. All right, well, we're gonna let that drain. I'm covered in so much water right now. I cleaned what I could. Couldn't clean everything, but we're letting it drain out. It drains out pretty slowly, apparently. I'm ungodly hungry, so I'm gonna make something while it does that. Try and figure out where the cat went. Also, I think I've decided on Zuko, I think. Yeah, don't quote me on that 100%, but I think that's the plan. I think that the cat is hiding because it's scared of the vacuum. I don't know if it's under the couch or under my bed, but let's put this stuff away and make something to eat. All right, change of plans. 4 chicken breasts in the, what's that called? Microwave. Yes, they're in the microwave. They're falling out because they're all frozen. And I am going to sweep the floor and then get brooms not in here anymore. Get brooms out here. And we're going to go and take that vacuum back and do the other things that I needed to do. Well, trying to take a picture of both of their paws together did not work at all because he is too squirmy and she's too skitterish. So, unfortunate. I think it'd be really funny to see his little tiny paws next to these big old behemoths. Yes. Hi. The paw comparison is so cute. Meow. All right, let's stop wasting time and see how much money I have in my bank account. Itch my back. They should be giving me a couple dollars back, like 10 or so. I saw a shadow. He was up there. Let's go ahead and get that thing back in the car and take it back. Here, look, you were just playing with that. Bless you. You done with my phone? You done with my phone? Okay. Oh. Oh, look at him play with his little mice. I haven't seen him really play like that before. Come on, you're in the worst possible position. Thank you, princess. Get this back to Home Depot. All right, we returned what we needed to return at Home Depot. T-Mobile wouldn't let us return the item because you have to cancel it on the phone first. You can't just bring it in here and cancel it. Because, you know, anything to do less of a job, right? But we're here at PetSmart. The 3 of us are getting ready to go inside to acquire Zuko, I think is his name, a harness so that he can go on walks because I feel really bad taking Zella outside, but not being able to take him outside. So I'm going to get him a harness so that we can all go outside together because I just feel like it's unfair for her to go out, but him to not go out. So let's put him back in the box, which he's going to hate, and then we'll go get him a little harness. Yes. Isn't that right? Meow. Good boy. All right. Well, he is mad at me at the moment because trying to make that harness fit right took a little while, and he was like, stop, just stop. He is not exactly the happiest of camper right now. He's okay, he's just mad that I had the audacity to make sure the harness fit right. Because how dare I? Anyways, our tool set showed up. It's fantastic. I've been needing that. I am still extremely hungry. The Ish This T-Mobile didn't really go the way that I wanted it to because you need to have a number. It's like, bro, what part of neither one of those numbers can be used? Well, then that means the account is inactive. No, I don't know. Just annoying me. So at this point, I've got to figure out. I gotta take this all back out of the box, and then I gotta plug it in, and then I gotta see if it'll let me fucking do shit. More important now is that I'm hungry and I want to eat, and in order to eat, I need to cook food. And before I cook food, I want to get dressed for bed. So let's do that. Okay, well now the wait time is an hour. Last time it was 30 minutes. That wasn't even 15 minutes ago. Now it's a fucking hour. Whatever. Let's go to the bathroom and cook. Alright, well after one of them, either that one or this one, absolutely freaked me out. I don't know which one it was. It just sounded like one of them was having trouble breathing. And I got up, and she immediately got up, so I was like, where is he at? Speaking of getting up. But he was laying in between that bag and that stuffed animal. He was perfectly fine, so I don't know what I heard. What I do know is that I am extremely full. So I am going to put this stuff in the fridge, take my medicine, wait for the computer to restart so I can tell this video to render. Let's put this stuff away. Alright, food consumed and put away. Load acquired. Get this all scheduled. Set my alarm and go to bed. Alright, it is 1:44. We're up and awake. Need to brush my hair, shave my face, brush my teeth, and I also need to take my medicine. So we are going to take my medicine right now. Yes, we are. And then we'll get to the rest of that stuff. I slept well. Still a little tired because, well, when am I not a little tired? At least when I wake up. Got a couple more things to do before I leave. Yeah. All good so far this morning. Alright. We went outside for a walk. Both of them were very good. However, Zuko is not familiar with the activity yet, so seemed like he didn't exactly, I don't think he hated it, but he also just seemed like he was confused about what the fuck we were doing. It's called a walk. Yes. Oh, I almost fell. Yes, it is. I just feel bad taking Zell out and leaving him inside. Walks for both of them. I'm not sure how quickly cats will grow up, but hopefully soon he'll grow into his other harness that I bought for him, and hopefully that harness will fit him a lot better, because this one is bare bones minimum and it absolutely sucks. Anyways, we're starting our day off with some chicken from last night that I never finished, because apparently 4 chicken breasts was too much. So here we go. I do not know what time it is, but I do know that I need to keep an eye on the time because I have to leave sometime soon-ish. What time is it? Got a little over 30 minutes. So let's go ahead and watch an episode of Free Run and eat this food. All right. Let's turn these monitors off. Get the fuck up on out of here. We got places to be, places to go, loads to deliver. Ain't that right, you two? Not that you two are coming, but... Alright, we are up here in the truck. I just pre-tripped the truck. I did not find any issues with it at all, which, as always, I am quite happy about. At this point, I'm going to take some time to deal with the garbage that needs to be thrown out, and then I also need to... I'm going to text my brother and ask him if... Yeah, I know. I'm going to text my brother and ask him if he's back at base. We're going to listen to music. And then we're going to do as I said, which is deal with the garbage. So let's go ahead and deal with that. All right. Everything's all situated at the moment. We're going to go ahead and pull forward and throw the garbage in this dumpster. And then we are going to go on a 180-mile drive to the yard. So let's hurry up and get on over there. All right. Here we are at the yard. Drive here was uneventful. Yes indeed. The truck needs about a little over half a tank of diesel and almost an entire tank of DEF. So we're going to go ahead and get the company card here in a moment. It's 7:04, and we're going to fill the truck up with diesel, and then we're going to go into the shop and get the trailer inspected and get the truck filled with DEF. And I need to go to the bathroom before I leave here. Yes, I do. But I got a notification, I believe 3 hours ago, I want to say, maybe, about the load being ready. So the load is ready to go, which is fantastic. Then we got the company card. Let's fill the truck up. All right, 7:16. Truck is now full. It took 106 gallons or 104 gallons, something like that. At this point, we are going to pull up into the shop, get the trailer inspected, and get a full tank of DEF because it's almost completely empty. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, after ushering a whole gaggle of geese, and yes, I said gaggle of geese, which I'm only referring to geese because you don't know what I'm talking about when I say duck. It's duck shaped, it's duck. Sorry, not sorry. I know they're Canadian geese or whatever they're called, or just geese or whatever, but it's duck shaped, so it's a duck. They go honk, which I know is different than quack quack, but honk, quack, quack, honk, honk, quack, quack, honk. For all intensive purposes, or whatever the damn saying is, it's duck shaped is gonna get called a duck. Now you know. Anyways, after ushering a whole gaggle of ducks out of the driveway, they kindly waddled around. They were nice. Probably 24 of them. Usually they're in the lake over yonder, but for whatever reason today, they are over here in the driveway, just honking around, doing duck stuff. Yes, they are. We're filling out paperwork. I just got silent because I was confused. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I'm right. They failed to provide me enough seal numbers. They failed to provide me enough seals. So this one goes to the first place, gets taken off at the first place. This one gets put on at the first place, taken off at the second place. Another seal, which is going to be this one in my hand, gets taken off at the second place, gets taken off at the second place, put on at the second place, and then taken off at the third place. Okay, I'm not tweaking. I was right. Good. I'm glad that I was not tweaking. I was like, wait a minute. And when I dumped the contents of the packet out, I was like, only 2 seals? Okay, and then didn't think about it again until like right now. I'm like, wait, that really doesn't sound right. That's because it wasn't right. However, I do need to write this seal number down on the paperwork. So we're gonna do that. We got the truck filled up with diesel and DEF. Truck is completely full at this point. Got the trailer inspected. There were no issues with the trailer. Came over here, dropped off the trailer on the other side of the building, and went in to get our paperwork. Got our paperwork. I'm filling out all of the paperwork right now. I've already connected to this trailer and pre-tripped it. There are no issues with it, other than a piece of plastic wrap dangling out of the back that I will put back into the trailer once we open it up and check to see what's back there, to verify that it's going to the correct location. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. At this point, it is 7:58, and we are getting ready to go on a 167-mile drive. Everything's filled out. Everything's dealt with. Everything is good. All the paperwork's filled out. Going on a 167-mile drive, which says it's going to take 2 hours and 51 minutes. Gonna check out of this facility and go on that drive. I don't think there's anything else other than, since it is 7:58, I am going to go ahead and end today's vlog here and start the next one. So thank you guys for coming. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe. If you're interested, you can also scroll down just a little bit farther and take a gander at the description. There you can find links to my Twitch, my Discord, my other YouTube channels, as well as all of my socials if you are interested in any of that. And of course, I will see you guys tomorrow at our first location at 8 o'clock in the morning for the next daily vlog. And as always, phone hugs and bye-bye.